Do I have a favorite method for sleep training? Thank you for the question. My favorite method, to be honest, my professional answer, then I'll also give you my personal answer, is the method that you as a parent can be consistent with for as many minutes as it takes per night, and then as many nights as it takes for your baby or child to catch on to the new process and say, hey, this is not only is this not so bad, but I think I know what I'm doing now. I figured it out. There's not a lot of value in me as a coach suggesting to a family something that they just cannot see through or don't want to see through. I'd rather you choose something that maybe is not my personal favorite, but it sits really well with you. So one thing to think about in terms of favorite or best, or however you want to phrase that, is, is it something you can really see through? Meaning, don't pick the thing that you can stick with for 2 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever your number is, because it's probably going to take a little longer than you're hoping at first, because change is hard. The other thing I would think about is just the method that suits your child. So here's where my personal answer comes into play. My preferred method when I was going through sleep learning with my son, which was 8 years ago, I wanted to be really hands-on. I did not want him to cry at all. I especially didn't want him to cry alone. And so we used some hands-on strategies that are also slower, more gradual, because that was just how I wanted to go about it. And I do think you should start with the way that you want to go about it. But what I would also say is be open to reevaluating if you're just not seeing the results that you should be seeing. Because what I learned in my experience was that the way that I wanted to present these changes to my son was not the way that he needed me to present these changes to him. He did not want me to do this in a hands-on way, and I couldn't figure out why it was working. Why it wasn't working, sorry. And it was actually, here I was trying to prevent crying with these strategies, but he was actually crying a whole lot. And when I did end up walking away and just giving him a little more time and space, I discovered that that suited him far better. And there was actually less crying for us with the hands-off strategies and for a shorter period of time than there had been with the hands-on ones. So I feel like he was saying to me in his little baby way, step off, woman. I need to figure this out. And here I was trying to micromanage the whole situation. So I would always start with where you're comfortable and what you can be consistent with, but I would also keep an eye on the progress that you're seeing or not seeing, and be open to considering the fact that your child may need to go about this in a way that would not be your first choice. But ultimately, the thing that you can see through is going to be the perfect method or the favorite method. And I hope that helps.